Welcome, elite entrepreneurs and empire builders. I'm Jared, CEO of FranOps, and I am so pumped about today for multiple reasons. One, I've been real excited to bring you this brand that we're going to be talking about, BYou Laser Clinic. But two, it's the middle of March, and this is my favorite month for many reasons. Baseball's underway. March Madness is getting started this weekend. We'd love to know in the chat, if you're live with us today, where who you got winning the whole tournament. It's a beautiful day outside. Sun is shining, and what a great time to spend with just one of the most interesting people I've had the pleasure of connecting with. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm excited. Today I'm bringing you a brand that's inside of a global market that is projected to reach a value of $20 billion by the end of this year. Okay, BYou Laser Clinics actually started in Canada, but they are now the premier brand in leading medical aesthetics provider in the state of New York. And they're expanding, continuing to expand rapidly across the United States. So today we're going to talk about their exceptional sales and growth, like what's led to all this. We're going to talk about their unique lead generation strategy. We're going to talk about the multiple ways that they use top tier technology across their services. Like quite literally, they're almost more like a technology company that provides medical aesthetic services. So we're going to dive deep into their entire business model, the entry points for you as a potential franchisee, and all the other things you need to know as you consider this opportunity for your future. Man, today I get the pleasure of introducing to you the CEO and founder of BYou Laser Clinic, Irina, who you might have seen either from a New York weekly article or on the Donna Drake show, or which was live on CBS, or just from BYou's massive YouTube channel. So you might have seen her in different places. But at the end of our interview today, I'll actually show you one of their professional medical estheticians, as well as a little of what she does and a sneak peek at the inside of a BYou Laser Clinic too. So it's beautiful, modern, slick. You got to see it. So I'm excited to get into this one with you today. Again, drop down Iowa State. I see in the chat it's going to go all the way. Love it. I'm all about it. I'm here for it. Let's cheer on the Cyclones. So sit back, relax, drop your questions in the chat along the way. I'll make sure I ask those to Irina as well. Let us know if you think this brand would do well in your area, because I'm going to guess it probably will. And enjoy. This is FranOps Live with BYou.
To promote hair follicles.
Irina,
Jared,
welcome.
Thank you so much. So much energy. I love it, Jared. Thanks for
Good.
having
Well,
me.
that's what it's. I guess I love it. I don't know. It's just part and just being myself. I'm being me. You be you. I love it. I'm gonna try to not drop those jokes all throughout this, but I might not be able to. But anyway, it's such a pleasure to have you on and have you here inside the group. So thank you for your time, because I know you're a busy woman. You're a business leader and pioneer, and just a number of things going on. So thank you for even just gracing us with yourself today. So
Thank you.
Excited
Thanks for
about
having me. Thank you for having me. I just wanted to correct that I'm a co-founder of BYou Laser.
Co-founder, okay. Right.
Yeah. I've got the partners in Canada, but the BYou is growing. We've tapped into US market 4 years ago.
Okay.
And it's been a roller coaster ride since then. A good one though.
So like right before COVID, then?
Right before COVID, yes.
Tell us about that. Tell us. I guess let's just start there. Tell us a little bit about the brand. in the
Yeah,
story.
so if I may just a bit about myself, I come from a corporate
Yes.
world, a corporate background. I've moved to New York at the age of 9, lived most of my life in Toronto in Canada, and met my partners. And the partners are have a sister company called Canada MedLaser Clinics.
Okay.
And from then we decided that when I've announced that I'm moving to US, we've decided to tap into the US market. And we were contemplating which state we should really test BYou Laser Clinics at. And I was thinking, you know what, if it's going to make it anywhere, if we make it in New York, we make it anywhere. And we
Right.
decided to come into the state where we knew there's going to be a lot of competition, a lot of great brands to go against. And and we've in New York was the first Flatbush location in downtown Brooklyn was the first clinic that we've launched in the mid of COVID. We finished building it. We were supposed to launch it in March, and then COVID happened. And actually, I think it was in March that they've announced closures. So I had everyone telling me, do not do it. This is the wrong time to really open a brand new business,
Right.
especially in a market that you know nothing about. You're a Canadian. So we've decided to, I decided to, and I love a good challenge. And I've decided to, you know what, I have really strong belief in the foundation and the formula of BYou. And we've launched it in July of 2020.
Yeah.
And since then, it's done exceptionally well for us. And yeah,
That's amazing that you like waited till like COVID started, and then you're like, nah, now it's time. Let's do this. That's incredible. When most companies were shutting down or just pulling back, you were like, let's launch. Let's get started.
And I like to always look at the strategic plans we've placed from the beginning. But with COVID, what I learned pretty quick is, okay, we have to change some things. So we've definitely implemented some changes to accommodate the COVID rules, to make sure we abide by all the all the rules, all the regulations that at that time New York State has processed, and with employees and in regards to customers. And we've done an exceptional job in it.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible. So share with us then a little bit about the brand itself. How did you guys, or how have you guys, since you've come to the States, how do you measure, what are some of the metrics you use to kind of gauge success? Is there anything you can share with us to kind of show how BYou has been successful in providing the services that it does?
Absolutely. But beforehand, I just wanted to say the name BYou came about. We're thinking, what would be different that would stand out in New York at that time. And BYou, my partner's wife, actually came up with the name. And she's like, why don't we do something different? Let's talk about empowerment, confidence. We're strong. And at that time, I thought it was mainly dominant female demographic brand. So, and then that has changed drastically as well 3 years later. So we came up with BYou. The slogan of BYou is "Be you and own it." So we wanted something where you can come in and really you're not changing yourself. BYou is there to enhance your beauty. BYou is there to empower you. BYou is there to build that confidence and to accommodate the needs, the ones that you want. It's really just a minor upgrade to that beautiful you that you are, And with that being said, we noticed there were, we've done well. We resonated very well with the community of downtown Brooklyn, with different types of people. And that's what New York is known for, right? So going back to your question, how do we measure some of the measurements we used, depending on which category you're talking about. If you're talking about PR and media, I would say we've been named the top 5 wellness spots on Time Out. We've been rated 5.0 and 4.9 on Google. Pretty quick, 2-3 months down, when we just launched BYou, Google has recognized that for LGBTQ friendly. So that was a big success for us, too. And overall, I would say, for my personal opinion, is the brand itself. If people recognize BYou, and if people come in and I've heard of you guys, that's a huge win for me. Another thing I would say that was a big celebration for me is when I realized the retention is there, the retention of customers. If that customer keeps coming back to me, keeps coming back to the brand. We've done a great job. So we have a laser customer who came in, and once she's done with her laser treatments, guess what? She saw an email about us on a skin treatment or on microneedling or a new Morpheus launch, and they're coming back. What it tells us is they've built that trust with BYou, and they're coming back to us. And that I think it was a big one.
Yeah. Can you mention, and that's huge, right? Because like one, you mentioned branding. Branding is almost everything in franchising. Like that's the biggest brands are the biggest brands, and you know their name, right? You know their slogans, you know their jingles from their commercials. You know that's branding, right? And so the key to build that up, that's incredible to see that already. And then also to have retention, to have the same customers come back, that means that you guys know how to provide a pretty incredible high quality service to your clientele. And so some unique opportunities for you potential franchisees to look at this for sure. Tell us a little bit more about some of the services. You mentioned like micro needling. I'll be honest, I don't even know. That sounds painful to me. I don't know what these are. So like walk us through that. What some of these services are you provide?
So at BYou, we offer, it's a one-stop shop for all. So we offer over 40 treatments, from body treatments to cosmetic injections, which is huge now, to laser treatments and to skin treatments. I would say all those 4 components within the 4 different categories, we can customize packages that the cross-selling within the categories. We can also build a package where a client thinks they only need a laser genesis, let's say, on their face. But no, the medical esthetician would suggest, you know what, you need this particular skin treatment to start. To get to that, you need to add a laser treatment as well, and you need to add Botox. And this is the result you're going to get based on your needs, based on what you're looking for. So again, over 40 treatments, from cosmetic injections to body. Within the body treatments, we also offer, within the body, everyone wants to look good, fit. So we offer Flex, True Body. True Body is huge in our market. Flex and ID. ID would be the reduction of body fat, and Flex would be for all those busy professionals who don't have time for the gym and really want that muscle, really want those abs, and Flex would help them get those abs. Again, so BYou offers a wide range of treatments that will cater and target all customers.
Awesome. So I'm sorry, Flex. What is that? So you put muscle into a person?
It's a muscle stimulant. Yeah, it's
a stimulator. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I remember when I launched my first location. Again, we've started this 3.5 years ago. In July, it'll be 4 years. I remember thinking, you know what? 80% will be my female customers, and 75% of my bread and butter, my core treatment, would be laser. And Jared, surprising enough, 3.5 years later, again, this is why I love to be in this particular category within the aesthetics field, because it's so innovative, it's so trendy. You see how quick this business, it's moving pretty quick. That laser is now 45% share of business. It's no longer 70% of share of business. And and what's doing well now is skin and cosmetic injections. And also, when I thought 80%, 75% were the female dominant that will come into our customers, marketing focus on the females, it surprised me pretty quick with my first location to realize 45% of my customers are men.
Really?
Yeah. So men
those guys don't want to get those lines on their foreheads. They want to
exactly. Yeah, they want that hair restoration. They want the hair restoration. They're getting a little bald. They want to remove the wrinkles.
What's wrong with the bald look? I don't understand.
They want this. They don't want to sweat as much as they are now, so they want the Botox on the arm, on the armpit. They want less hair on their back, so they want that laser. Again, there's so much to offer to the male customers as well.
Wow, I feel like I just learned a whole lot about the service, about what they do, what they are. So you're teaching me a lot. Tell us a little bit about what kind of owners you guys are. What kind of owners you guys are looking for with BYou.
I always say my success on its own comes from passion. I think passionate. Like, I'm very passionate for numbers, for people. I love a good challenge. And what I would say about the owners when I'm looking to see, and I don't even call them franchisees or owners. I really call them at BYou, we call them partners. We've got our own BYou dictionary book. We've called them partners. And I say because we are really partners. We have the same goal. We want success. And what I'm looking for is passionate, really who are willing to learn, who are willing to, who are team players, and really, really, really strong entrepreneurs in the sense where it comes from different types of partners. You can be a full-time operator, you can be a part-time operator, you can be a silent investor. I have a lot of interest from nurses that are coming in and doctors who really want this on the side. They have their own plastic surgery clinic and really just want the aesthetics business on the side, where they just hire the medical aestheticians because they believe it's not their job, but they still have their plastic surgery clinic, but they're making money and ensuring that it's profitable on its own without them being involved. And I think yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
So I think within from what type of a partners we're looking for, there's a wide range. But what qualities I like is I want people to really be passionate about the brand, to understand the model, the BYou model, because again, it's like a marriage. We'll be in this contract for a long time. So you want to make sure that you understand the BYou model, the franchise model. You understand the franchise model on its own, period. Because some people think, oh no, it's my business. Yes, it is. But you have so much pros behind it. You have support from, call center. You have support from marketing. The operation support is very huge here. So passionate, dedicated individuals who are willing to lead, guide, and learn with BYou.
So I love that a lot of franchises I talk to don't have a silent investor opportunity or option. Can you speak a little bit about that and what does that mean necessarily? Is it quite literally 100% zero time invested, or what does silent investor kind of look like? What's that mean through BYou?
Yeah, we have a model where we built for that particular entrepreneur, in the sense where you would have a clinic manager who's going to be clinic director, who's going to be running the clinic. We will be working close with that clinic director. That clinic director reports directly to the franchise owner, and we check in with the franchise partners as they need. Usually it's a quarterly check-in. It can be a monthly check-in in the beginning, just to start things going. Once we see we're profitable, the clinic is doing well, the director is the right fit for this particular location, this clinic director is running the clinic as per the BYou guidelines, then we're good to go. These partners are just checking in, but not really there day to day.
Gotcha. Okay. Good. So maybe a quarterly check-in, maybe your direct report, the GM or whoever is coming to you. Other than that, though, that's about it. Good. Tell us, maybe as far as a single unit kind of relates, what would the investment opportunity or cost? What would the associated fees be? Franchise fee, minimum, maximum investment range. What could a potential entrepreneur expect?
So the franchise fee is $40,000. You're looking at somewhere between the whole total investment. You're looking at somewhere between $425 to $450K to start up. Most of the most chunk is coming into the build out of the clinic, and as well the equipment. We're working very close with our partners to ensure that there's a financial support if they don't have the full funds ready to go. So that's, in today's day, I think it's important to have that. It can be either SBAs, it can be the equipment finance loans with the vendors, or just the construction loan, but we're there to support them throughout the whole process. I like to make sure that our partners are review and have a clear understanding of the financial aspect of it and ready financially before I even provide the FDD or RFA franchise agreement. I really want them to be comfortable, because the hardest part is to have a franchise owner who thinks they're ready, and then all these expenses come, and then really they're just stressed. And when they're stressed, irrational decisions happen. And and do I want that from my partner? No, because it will affect us as well, right?
Right. Yeah. It's teamwork. And as a
Yes.
team, if one of you is failing or floundering, then the whole team is failing.
Absolutely.
We
Yeah.
don't want that for our franchisees in any way, shape, or form. The clients I work with, I'm very particular on, financial qualification. I'm not going to show them brands that are at the very end of their threshold or surpass what they can do. Just because they're cool brands, incredible brands, I'm not going to show it to them, because I care more about that person than I do about their pocketbook. And it's like, let's make sure we're setting you up for success all along the way. So yeah, that's so good. What does support then, we're talking about this. So what does the support for BYou then kind of look like? So you mentioned already a little bit out, there's some financial support there, but even outside of that, what does support in general look like to be a franchisee?
Yeah. So from the beginning, the minute that they're following, they're inquiring about this, we'll meet with them. We'll go through the meeting steps, the financial background, the agreement disclosures. Once they sign the agreement, we together start working on the locations. So they will suggest, hey, Irina, hey team, I'm looking for this and this area. These are the zip codes. I will, my marketing team will definitely review and see what the demographic is, what the medium income within those zip codes. And if it really fits our, if that demographic fits BYou, what's good about BYou that we cannot narrow down with every location I have. I can't narrow down yet what type of a demographic BYou fits, because it's such a mixed crowd, right? And that's why I decided to open my first location in downtown Brooklyn, not Manhattan, because I wanted to test it out and see who that crowd is. And once we determine the zip code, the postal code, we'll look for the location together.
Okay.
Support starts right away. The negotiation of the lease, the negotiation of all the contracts of all the equipment, hiring process as well. Our HR department will help the partners, because at that point they still don't know what type of a skill or experience an individual
where
needs.
do I go to find these medical estheticians?
Exactly. So we go through all the necessary steps. I think the most crucial time, when someone asks me what is the most important time, I think that's the first 6 months of the opening. When we're launching that clinic, that's when you're very close with that partner. You're working very close hand to hand, because you want to make sure and training the 2 weeks of training that we're offering, not just to their team but to themselves, to the partners as well, so they understand the scope of the business. Some of these partners, my last a franchise owner, he's a Bitcoin guy. He doesn't really understand much about aesthetics. He's a young guy who's got the money, who's invested into this. So, training, even though he's not going to be hands-on day to day, but he has to understand what to expect from his staff members, from his clinic manager. I think that's very important. And then, Jared, once we launch and open the clinic, my team, the operations side is very important here. The support from, like I said, from call center, from marketing team on the events, launching the events, understanding the local marketing, understanding, hey, they will reach out and say, hey, I had a first refund. Oh my God, I had a first time customer complained, or whatever the case is. At that moment, we're there to support them through Teams, through Slack, and all these different channels of communication.
Okay. Yeah, it's so good. You mentioned one of your franchisees already. Do you have, maybe Tim or other ones, do you have any pretty incredible successful stories that I love? I love the success stories. So do you have any good success stories that you can share with us about any of your franchisees?
Great question. I wanted to actually cover this with you because I think it's so important. Again, I'll go back to the brand, BYou and own it, right? BYou. I am a female, a mother of 3, a wife of many years. I wanted to launch this. My husband has always been an entrepreneur, so I wanted to prove him, hey, I can do it too, because I've been a corporate girl, 9 to 5, a paycheck every 2 weeks. So I really wanted to prove this. Again, I love a challenge. So when we tapped into the US market, we didn't think of opening we didn't think of expanding into franchising, at least for the next 5 years. Like after 5 years, we were thinking of building a business plan. That was not the case. When I had a mother of 4 kids who reached out to me, she's a young girl, and she said, listen, Irina, I haven't worked for 7 years and I want to be like you. So when I heard of this, I'm like, oh my God, BYou, let's do this. Again, of course, we went through the right protocols with her to understand if she's the right fit, because it
Mhm.
would be my first location. She wanted to launch it in Long Island. Her dream was, if BYou will do well, I will buy my own house. I will prove my husband that I can be a mother of 4 kids and I can actually be a business, entrepreneur, business savvy female, and
Yeah.
juggle both. That was her thing. She's never led a team. She's never and she was not that confident yet. She wanted, because she didn't know where to start. So
Yeah.
we pretty much held her by the hand. It was our first location in Long Beach, Oceanside. We held her by the hand, and I think she's been open for a year and a half. And in the month of October, I get a phone call from her, and she says, "Irina, would be your dreams do come true?" I said, "Really? Tell me." And she says, "We finally purchased our home." She is
Oh, wow.
definitely, yeah, she's definitely profitable
Wow.
right now. She's happy. And the best part about all this, she said, in the beginning, she was there every day running the business. She learned a lot. The best thing, she says, I had time to step away from the business,
Mm.
because the formula is really strong here, where she can step away from the business and come in 2 to 3 times a week. And she's finally got her nursing license. So,
Wow.
so she just achieved so many things in a year and a half. I think that's a
Yeah.
great success. And again, I've said it, and I will say it. She's comfortable in her own skin. She's confident. She's got it all. With the empowerment of BYou is there, and the support continues to be there. We just had an event at her location yesterday. She had successful results. Tuesday,
Wow.
Tuesday afternoon, in the middle of the week, and we had successful results with her coming in, and we were there to celebrate with her. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. One of the parts that I love the most about that story is the fact that she called you to let you know she bought a house. Like, I
Yeah.
think that says something pretty special about the kind of relationship that you have
Yes.
and BU has with their franchisees in general. I mean,
Uh,
that's
you know,
it's pretty unique.
we always talk about the customers. We want the retention. We want our customers back. I also emphasize a lot on the fact that our franchise owners, we cater to them as well the same way,
Mm.
because they all talk to one another. It's a community. It's really a
Yep.
community that they build
Yeah.
with one another. I'm closing a couple of more deals right now, and the first thing they said to me, Irina, I would like to talk to your current franchise owners.
Good.
Another success I would say is that one of the franchise owners is asking me for a second location in Bronx, and what it tells you is that the support is so strong that they're so profitable. Profitability is a strong KPI,
Yeah.
is an important KPI here too. That now they're launching and thinking of opening a second location with BYou.
Wow. Can you share
Yeah.
with us a little bit about that profitability at all? Like maybe something
Yes.
you're either 19 or just talk a little bit about what that looks like for potential franchisees. Is there any kind of expectation of, it's a fairly good size investment. So any expectation on the return or when that might be or anything like that?
So if I'm gonna put my lawyer, Jared, I'm gonna put my lawyer's hat for a second on.
Please do.
So when
Please
we
do.
speak to the franchise owners, we make sure that we tell them, listen, we're aiming for a profit of 17 to 21%. Are we there? Absolutely not. We're way higher. So again, some of the locations, franchise locations, actually are more profitable than the corporate locations.
Mm.
Definitely in the range, I would say somewhere between 25 to 35%.
Yeah.
We also tend to, our formula is built in such a way that we make sure through negotiations with lease and with vendors, we make sure that our owner has a couple of months room to breathe, not to pay the lease right away. So we negotiate free rent and so on. So that way they don't have to invest from the moment they open. They don't have to, they right away get the return of their investment on a monthly basis. So the cost is covered, and we tend to be successful there as well. In the tough times that we're in right now, we do see a month or two where the owners have to, cover the cost. But other than that, we haven't seen anything longer than that.
Why do you think that some of these locations are currently doing better than corporate? Is it because of their location? Is it because of just who the franchisee is? Like what do you think might play into that?
Simple. Honestly, I think it's the way the selling tactic. Also, I would say we've trained them so well that they're so confident. In some of
Mm,
the average dollar transaction, in some of the cases, are much higher than, let's say, the corp downtown Brooklyn. The customer there is a totally different customer than in Long Beach. The Long Beach
sure.
customer has got more money. She's sitting home. Her husband is working. She just wants to fix or do a little touch up here and there. So it's easier to sell. It's much higher ADS, average dollar sale, versus the Flatbush downtown Brooklyn, where the customers are more on the go. They're always working and they're just coming in and out. So again,
Yeah.
there's so many different varies but to me, at least to me, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that my franchise partners are doing,
Yeah.
are in some cases are more profitable.
Yeah, I bet that's got to be pretty encouraging to know that.
Yes.
That's I think that's a good sign of a successful franchise brand. Really
Mhm.
is. To see that those that you are sending out are growing past even what your goals are for
Yeah.
them, and exceeding those expectations. It's pretty incredible. And it seems like what I heard you say was really the three rules of real estate apply here, right? Like location,
Yes.
location, location. Like that does make a big difference. And to be a part of a brand like BYou that understands the kinds of
Mhm.
locations that are going to achieve the highest level of success, I think really lowers that risk factor when it comes
Yes.
to thinking about making larger investments to be a part
Yeah.
of a brand like that. So incredible. And I mean, you guys obviously have done your homework and making sure we bring on the right kinds of owners. And so that
Exactly.
goes a long
Exactly.
way. And
We're in no rush. We're in no rush to grow. When you grow, sometimes when you see quick growth, you also see a huge downfall. So we're in no rush. We're actually now just closed the deal in the Tennessee. The franchise owner of Tennessee that we just closed the deal, she already has two Canada MedLaser clinics in Toronto. So it's perfect.
oh
Again,
wow.
there you go, a third location, and just tapped into the U.S. market. And that there, it's all about the relationship. Yes,
Yeah.
foundation formula is strong, but ultimately it's about the relationship you have with customers, the relationship you have with franchise partners, and the relationship you have with vendors. And
Yeah.
once you are, once you've narrowed that down, BYou, there's no limit for BYou.
Right.
There is
That's
no
right.
limit.
I love it. And guys, if that's you, whether you're watching this right now or you're checking this later in the group down the road or at another time, like you're looking for a brand that you want to be a part of, that you're confident that they know how to help you find the right location, that they know how to help you find the right kind of staff people. Like you don't know where to start with medical estheticians, or where to go to find them. If you'll find a brand that's going to put you through all the training, provide all the support possible that you would need to find success, and they have success story after success story after success story to prove that they can do this for you as well. What I want to do is I'm dropping in the chat right now the link to fill out a qualification assessment. And we're going to start this way. It's just literally fill that out, take you 5-10 minutes. And today I will get you in contact with Irina and her team, and to start talking about, hey, well, your location, where you live, is your territory available? And is it a good fit for you? Or are you a good fit for them? We'll start on your journey today and get the first conversations going. And if you do that today as well, I'm gonna send you this. BYou has an entire info graphic or brochure of all the finer details about this franchise opportunity. So when you send that qualification assessment back to me, I'm going to send this entire thing to you, and you can deep dive into this a little bit further, have a little bit more to chew on and to kind of process through as you kind of wait through. Is this the next chapter of my life? Is this what I want to do with franchising in my future? I hope it is. Irina, seriously, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you wanted to share or add, or any last why should an elite entrepreneur consider BYou over a competitor or over another something similar in the industry? Why BYou? Anything you'd like to add?
I think numerous factors. I mean, all the competition, all the brands are amazing, but I think what makes us stand out is you've said it in the beginning, it's the FDA equipment. I think we stand by our machines so much that we offer results guarantee. We're also all about customization. A lot of clinics you go to, hey Jared, this is what you need three cycles of this. No, we listen, we hear you out, the estheticians, and then they start evaluating and consulting, looking at the skin tone, understanding what your needs are, how fast do you want to see the results. It's ultimately about customization. In today's day at BYou, in this, I think in this platform, what I've learned is to be innovative, to be on trend, and really results oriented. If you have the right results, if you really have a great client experience, then the referrals and the overall, they already know who BYou is, and they understand it, because the community, they all speak to one another, and they understand the reputation is there. The reputation is big here.
So good. Irina, genuinely, thank you so much for your time and your investment into this brand and caring for others, caring for communities, caring for your owners. Man, I'm excited for your guys' continued growth, and maybe we'll see a couple owners come out of this group as well. And I'm just excited to see where this could lead and see the brand continue to build upon itself. So friends, guests, lead entrepreneurs, and empire builders, thank you once again. I promised I'm going to show you, I'm going to leave you with this. You can actually meet one of their medical estheticians, their professional certified medical estheticians here. I'm going to show you a video real quick of who she is, what she does, and kind of gives you a sneak peek too of the inside of a laser clinic. And so enjoy this. And man, I'm excited to help you guys franchise your future. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Hi, I'm Ramneet, and I'm a medical esthetician at BYou Laser Clinic. At BYou, we know how important it is to feel comfortable in your body. We offer a variety of services to meet your needs. Our most popular body treatment is CoolSculpt ID, a groundbreaking fat removal procedure with immediately visible results and little to no downtime. CoolSculpt ID removes 24 to 27% of fat on the treatment area and avoids the need for surgery. If muscle definition interests you more than a fat reduction, we got something for that as well. CoolSculpt Flex uses electrical muscle stimulation to give your body a workout. One treatment of CoolSculpt Flex is equivalent to 2 weeks of intense workout at the gym. We also offer ultrasonic cavitation, which breaks down the fat cells from the treated area. And the radiofrequency treatment works wonders for the skin tightening. You can learn more specifics about each treatment in our other videos. Make sure to like and subscribe. All our treatments use medical grade equipment and are performed by licensed estheticians. We have got something for everybody. Can't wait to see you.